So, when it comes to Ubisoft San Francisco, our studio here, even though we are part of a large organization, our culture here was very much of small studio mentality. So when I found out that our team at San Francisco was going to get the opportunity to make the next South Park RPG, I was thrilled. Obviously, we're all big fans of the show. But then it's also an opportunity for us to build a team to make an awesome South Park game.
It's like going back into an indie studio where everyone's in it together.
It's actually really laid back. It doesn't feel like there's any kind of like entrenched corporate hierarchy or anything like that. It's just like, it's almost like a bunch of people who have a shared love of games just getting together and putting your heart into something.
I'm working directly with discipline leads. We're making choices on the fly and we're not dealing with, a lot of red tape to get things done.
You'll see someone at someone else's desk almost any time. I know right now if we left this room, I would probably see at least 3 people at one another's desks collaborating and trying to figure out how they as a team can work together. So it's kind of a louder team.
2 words, collaborative and funny. As you'd expect, as you'd hope, right, on a South Park game. Like, I have never laughed as much as I do in like design meetings as I have here.
I say the team in general definitely are all huge South Park fans. That and the just constant communication and dialogue we have with the South Park development studio, we're gonna make something that really feels like a South Park episode.
One of the key things that we did early on was we built tools that allow us to actually take the South Park assets as they create them and just import them directly into our engine.
You make a game feel authentic by doing research. Like you watch every episode, even if you're a huge fan, you've seen it all before, you go back and you watch every episode, you take every single note you can think of, and then you go and talk to South Park, right? Like, as much as we want to become authorities on South Park, like, we're not gonna outdo the guys actually making the show.
I came from South Park. I worked at the HD crew, the high definition department, for 6.5 years.
We have artists and animators who, came right from South Park, and I sit right next to them, and so I can ask, like, is this appropriate? How would South Park represent this? And that's ultimately what we want, is for the player to feel like they're playing a South Park episode. And I think that Stick of Truth really hit that well, and I think that's definitely the bar that we've set for ourselves.
The independence we have, the right location, the right team, and the level of trust we've built with South Park sets us up perfectly to make a sequel that I think everybody's going to be really happy with.
I hope they have as much fun playing it as I'm having making it, to be honest. This is easily the most fun I've had making a game in a long time.